Hello everybody, so today we are going to be back onto a cow video. Here behind us we have our bunch of August, September 2021 born heifers. So all these were served November, December of 2022. And if things work out right, they should all calve at 2 years old. 24 months which is what we're aiming for. So today we are going to PD all these. So there was 39 in the group. They all got one service with a sexed Frisian semen. They did all come bulling within 21 days of each other, which is good. So there's a 3-week cycle for cows, and they all got served within that 21 days, and they were all wearing activity monitor collars. Yeah, he's just got his head in. There's just see it on the one lying down. They have got activity monitor collars on, and that is what we picked the bulling out on. In a bunch like this, it's very hard to catch them manually. It can be done, it's how we used to do it, but 3 years ago we bought these collars and they are a very good job. Very, very accurate, and in a busy bunch like this it's so easy. It just takes away another job. It helps us out. It's like another pair of eyes on them. It never stops working. And we have 50 collars, and what we don't use are on the cows. And once they get PD'd, if they're PD'd in calf, the collars come off of the heifers, and then we put them on cows. Now you will see some of the collars are missing. I'm filming this after we've PD'd them. I tried to do an introduction before we started. The vet was due in at 8:30 in the morning to PD cows first, and then the bunch of heifers. I came out here to record an introduction, and they hadn't been fed, and as soon as they saw me, it was all bawling and shouting, and I couldn't record anything. So they have been PD'd. You'll see some collars are gone, but what we'll do now, we'll go into the PD footage, and the vet was happy to be filmed, so we have to thank Chris from Garston for letting us film him. And also what he's given us is some bits of footage that he is seeing off of his scanner, so we'll put those in as well, so you can see what he is seeing when he's scanning the cows or the heifers. You shout that number at me while I want to know which heifer it is. Give me a quick yes, no. We can tell what it's for, sure.
We don't ever go to these days anyway. Look at them, see, we're bringing them in and stuff. We don't ever go on any more things.
Come on. You see it one's eye? Eh? You see it one's eye? No, I couldn't see. Okay, so results are in. This is the magical piece of paper. So you will have seen on the footage, Mum was driving the clipboard. We were reading ear numbers, telling her, she was looking up on this list how many days served they were, and the vet was checking yes or no, are they in calf. So I'm going to go and find somewhere. Let's go and find a bale, we'll lay this down, we'll have a proper look at this, because this is all of our figures. Okay, so here is a close-up of our paper. So what we have is heifer's ear number, status means days since service, so 76 days since AI, service number, so one service. The action is to be pregnancy checked. I think that is the date that they can be checked from, but we're ignoring that column. Here we have today's, when this was done, they were 70, this one was 76 days after calving, and the bull. Okay, so we have every heifer here, number in list, so they are in order of days since service. So the longest service at the top, coming down to shortest time served. Okay, so we have some numbers over here, so 4 numbers here. These numbers, there wasn't a service date for this one, which we'll explain in a minute. So these 3 numbers here, they were served too quickly, so the vet needs, so you need at least 32 days from service before the vet can see if she's pregnant or not to give a definite yes or no. So these 3, they were not served long enough, so we can't check them. This one, 2136, as you can see here, she is between 50 and 60 days in calf, but she's not on this list. So what I did is I served this cow, but I wrote a different number down, and then a few days later this one came bulling, and you know, that's when I knew I'd made a mistake, but I didn't know that I'd made it, you know, which one I'd done it wrong on. But anyway, so she is not on the list, but she is in calf. So everything here that is on this list all has a little red tick, so everything is in calf. Everything to here upwards is in calf to a Frisian, and the last few, they did come to second service here. So all these were served one service, these ones were served, they came bulling again, so a second service to a Fertility Plus native, which is a mixed straw of 3 Aberdeen Angus bulls in the same straw. The theory being that mixing 3 bulls together gets you extra fertility, and it does seem to work. We have been using Fertility Plus Belgian Blue for a very long time. But this was the first time we'd ever used the Angus, and it does seem to work. So, our figures. Right, now this is where it gets complicated, because this is a right scribble here that makes no sense to anybody else but me and Mum, because we worked it out. So, let me try and work this out. 39 heifers in the bunch, 39 served. We'll miss out the 3 of those that aren't long enough yet. So 36 heifers out of 39 are in calf. So of the 39 served, we know 3 are not yet far enough in to be checked, so 36 are in calf. 26 of those are in calf to sex semen from 1 service. 10 of those are in calf to Aberdeen Angus on their 2nd service. And like we said, the 3 we just don't know for these 3 yet, but time will tell. So that gives us 36 heifers confirmed in calf out of 39. And we also, while we're talking about sex semen, we served 28 cows with sex semen, and 23 of those have been PD plus. The rest have come bulling again. Okay, so we do use sex semen on both cows and heifers. So the heifers get 1 service. So the heifers get a blanket treatment of 1 service. The first service is sex semen. We don't pick and choose, everything gets 1. The cows, we do very much pick and choose as to who gets the sex semen and who gets the beef for their first service. But what we do, we are very strict. We will only serve with a Friesian or a dairy bull in a certain time period. No matter how good the cow is, if she comes bulling outside of that period, she goes to beef. She will not get a chance to go to dairy. That is because we want to keep our calving or our dairy calves born in a tight bunch. They are always close, born within a month, or 4 to 5 weeks, depending on when we cut off. There's no stragglers that hang on till the end. They're always in a tight bunch. Like you saw, all those heifers that we have just served or we've just PD'd, they are all in a tight age group. So to recap, what have we achieved? Okay, so during our 2022 serving or dairy serving period, we used 67 straws of sex semen across both cows and heifers, and from those 67 we achieved 50 pregnancies. As of today, we have 50 pregnancies to a dairy bull. It's not all Friesian. There is a couple of Swedish Reds in the cows, okay, but they're all dairy breeds. Okay, so 50 pregnancies as of today. Now, that's not going to be fit. There is no guarantee that will be 50 calves. We are still in our TB thing, and last year we did lose a lot of pregnancies to TB reactors. But that's by the by. We can't work out things on that. We just got to go with that. So we're saying for now we have 50 pregnancies. Now the breeding companies, they will give you a 90% guarantee on sex semen, i.e. if you have a pregnancy, there is 90% chance of that pregnancy being a heifer. Now we have been using sex semen for a very, very long time. It's got to be 15 years plus, got to be. I can't remember exactly now, but it's a long time. And we have never ever had it as low as 90%. We usually get 1 a year. Bad year we will get 2. So working on their 90% of 50, assuming we get 50 assuming we get 50 calvings, they will say we should get 5 bull calves. Well, we've never have. We've always had way higher than that until this year. Anyway, historically, we've always done better than 90%. We will not buy a single straw of conventional or unsexed dairy semen. We just won't have it. So there we go. We seem to get on well with it. I do all the AI. The majority of the cows are manually visually detected for bulling. The heifers, we do use the collars. So there we go. That is how we do it. So what we've got to do now is wait and see how many of our 50 pregnancies turn it into live calves on the ground in August and early September. So there we go. I think I've covered everything. I've probably forgotten some. We did work out a load of scribbly figures on here, and it's a bit confusing for me, never mind you. Anyway, right, so we're very pleased with that. We do need to build cow numbers back up again, so hopefully we will be pushing 50, very close to 50 calves on the ground this year, which will be good to bring our numbers back up. Anyway, so there we go. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed something a little bit different. It's not the most exciting video, but it is vital, you know, for us. So you would need to be subscribing, because next week we are spreading slurry. So come back for that, and I will say thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.